What most beginners aren't sure about is whether there's a way to automate their TikTok shop, and if so, how? Is there a way that you can automatically list tons of products to your shop instantly? Can you sync up software to manage your inventory for you? Can you automate order fulfillment? Can you automate tracking numbers for customers after you get an order? And can you even gather customer information to remarket back to those same customers in the future, increasing your customer LTV and making you more money long term? And obviously, the direction of this video is heading in a resounding yes to all of those answers, but how, right? Well, AfterShip Feed is a game-changing new Shopify app that helps you fully automate all of these things. Once you install it, it does all this by connecting your Shopify store to your TikTok shop. So anything that you do on your Shopify site gets changed instantly on TikTok as well, and vice versa, right? Like any order that you get on TikTok shop instantly goes back to your Shopify store as well. And that means all your orders can now be automated. It's a game changer because the order will automatically get sent to your Shopify store, which if you have it set up right, will then automatically get processed without you having to do anything yourself manually. You also won't have to list manually anymore, which can be quite time consuming too if you're listing dozens or hundreds of products manually. You could just add an app that automatically imports these products from your supplier onto your Shopify site. There are a bunch no matter your supplier, which is already connected to your TikTok shop as well, and then your products will automatically get ported over to there too in an instant. Now, after a customer orders from your TikTok shop and the order is automatically processed on Shopify, AfterShip will pair the tracking number for that order with the corresponding order on TikTok too, and then instantly input it for you so you no longer have to search out order numbers and input them manually either. But my favorite part of this is the built-in inventory management. So if you're someone like me who uses Amazon as a supplier in the beginning to test products and prove the concept, sometimes products can go out of stock or even change prices fairly frequently. And the worst feeling is when you spend a bunch of time and effort listing products to your shop and then making videos to potentially get sales, finally get some sales, and now you're super excited because you have them, only to find out that your product is out of stock on your supplier's website, or the price has gone up and now you're losing money on those sales. Not only is that demoralizing, but it can actually really help your shop's metrics as well. And if you're canceling too many orders or you're making too many unhappy customers trying to like finagle your way out of low stock or low inventory or even a price change, it can really affect your shop negatively and may even result in it getting closed. But you don't have to worry about that anymore because AfterShip automatically tracks inventory and then manages it all for you automatically, so you never sell a product that's out of stock and you never lose money on a sale. Now, I did mention that I personally like to use Amazon as a supplier, at least in the beginning, to test and prove the concept of a product that I might be looking at, right? And I do this first without investing a lot of time or a lot of effort or a lot of money into videos. It's essentially the minimum viable product approach with these TikTok shop products because I don't want to go all in before I'm sure that they can actually get sales. And then if I do get sales with those products, at that point, that's when I'll search out a better supplier that might be harder to snipe for other drop shippers, that might have a better price to increase my margins on every sale with the same exact product, which you can often find on other suppliers if it's on Amazon, or something very, very, very close to it. And this is a really important point because a lot of people will see this video and think, all right, sweet, I can automate drop shipping from AliExpress to TikTok, just like you could always do with Shopify. And I would really caution you against that. You will not be successful doing that on TikTok shop, regardless of whether you list directly on there or if you list to your Shopify store first and then connect it like we're talking about here. Make sure that if you use AfterShip, which I definitely recommend that you do, and you can check it out through the first link in the description if you want to try it out, but if you're using it, make sure that you only list products to your store or that you already have products listed to your store from within the country that fit the shipping times allowed on TikTok shop so that when you connect it, it works seamlessly. Your product must be shipped out in 3 days max and delivered in under 11 days to the customer. Now, of course, you do get some leeway with that if your carrier isn't scanning it in, or it's a weekend, or they're not delivering on time every single time, but trust me when I say that if it starts to be a pattern over time, you will not last very long and your shop will get suspended. I see it all the time. So make sure that you're using fast suppliers that can fit these times and you'll be fine. Also, to make sure that you can get the customer's information when your orders sync up to Shopify as well, you also need to make sure to change your shipping settings first and then add or change your shipping template. So in the back end of your TikTok shop, before you connect to AfterShip, go to the Orders tab and then go to Shipping Options and then switch to Seller Shipping. If you're taking orders with TikTok shipping selected, none of this will work because you won't be able to get the customer's name and address. So first make sure that you change this and then you'll be fine. Now you also need to go to the Orders tab again, then to Shipping Templates, and then create a new shipping template or edit the current one that you have to include economy shipping, right? That's going to allow your packages to be delivered to the customer in 11 days, which is the longest possible time allowed on TikTok Shop currently. And once you have all this set up and you've connected AfterShip to your Shopify store, then I'd also recommend checking your first few orders manually, maybe like 2 to 3, just to make sure that everything's connected and running smoothly. But once it is, now everything's automated, and now you don't need to worry about any of the boring stuff like spending your time listing products, processing orders, inputting tracking numbers over and over again, or even checking your supplier's inventory levels. You can just focus on the fun stuff, which is finding hot selling products and selling them to your audience, right? Whether that's with your own videos directly or by connecting with affiliates or other UGC creators to sell for you.